Guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say this from the bottom of my heart. I genuinely hope that everyone watching this video around the world today is genuinely keeping safe. Making sure that their family is staying safe in this very, very precarious time which we are living in. COVID-19 is slowly taking control, and that is something that really, really concerns me, my family, my loved ones, and exact the same for you guys. So I just want to send you my love, and I genuinely hope that you guys are looking after each other, more importantly looking after your family and friends and loved ones, and just guys, please stay safe. Let's do this. Yes guys, welcome back to the video. Woo here, back again, another Division 2 build video, and I wanted to bring you my ultimate healer build for PvE, PvP, whichever you want to look at it, it is strong. I've been using this in a lot of challenging content, and it's a breeze, it's a cakewalk. I've tried this in heroic content, and yes, it is really, really strong. The heals you get on this build is great. Now, I like to do some damage. Again, I like to support my teammates, but more importantly, also I want to deliver damage over time to my enemies. And I'm rolling with two skills here today. I am using the Hive Restorer, which has a base, yes, a base heal of 383k. That's base heal. That's nice. That's before anything procs. That's before any bonuses that the build will offer. And then I'm rolling with the Oxidizer, which is the Chem Launcher skill. And I like that for that damage over time. And it deals a base damage again of 110k. And you guys, I'm running a skill build, so this is an overcharge build utilising the Acosta's Go Bag, which is a sensational piece of kit, and it's designed specifically for support builds in my opinion. But guys, you can see in the gameplay how strong this build is. You can see the radius of the Restorer Hive, you can see the radius of the Oxidizer. It is super duper strong, and I thoroughly recommend rolling with this build for PvE content. And given PvP, it's all about that team synergy now, and this healer build will be very, very strong, and it will buff your teammates galore. Let's take a look at the build. What is up guys, yes, we're here back again, another video, and of course, if you enjoyed this video, then please give me the thumb doodle. It helps me and the channel, gives me a little bit of traction against these really big Uber channels, and also, if you enjoy my content, then please subscribe to the channel for dedicated Division 2 videos. Guys, let's woo this. Now guys, healer build, this is crazy. I've been using this in heroics and challenging, and it just continually buffs the team, continuously. A lot of people say, oh, deal this healing, I deal that healing. My healing is 300k in my Hive Restorer, which I've had many, many times in many comments. This is a different level. This is an uber powerful healing build. It is not min-max, but it's in such a good place that I have to share it with you now. It is great for difficult content. Enough of the jibber jabber. Let's take a look at the build. Okay guys, yes, this is my healer build for heroic content. It smashes, it really does. It is the uber buff to you and your teammates. I'm rolling with the Nerf gun specialization. Why am I doing so? And that's because I get the extra skill tier. I don't need it on this because what I can do, I can switch out one of my skill tiers for an armor roll that gives him more survivability in PvE and even PvP. So that's one idea. The second idea is, yes, I want the skill healing. So I want that extra 10% skill healing, which does help me and helps the build. Now, in terms of your SHD watch when you are leveling up, unfortunately, I'm speccing into skill damage. So you have the opportunity to get an extra 10%. Yep, 10% skill healing from this build to make it even more powerful. That will push you past 400k healing. It really will. Now this build is, again, crazy. I'm using the Acosta's Go Bag because it just continuously buffs me and my teammates. We'll go through the gear. So I'm rolling with 667k armor, 270k health, and the first piece is my mask, which is Elpsum armor. And it is essential to run with one piece Elps because you get 15% repair skills, and the repair skills gives you a better heal. Simple. And I'll show that in the numbers when we look at the Hive, but 15% repair skills is non-negotiable. Get it on your build somewhere. With this, again, skill tier, and I have 7.1% hazard protection. Again, I don't really want that. I want skill damage or skill haste, preferably skill haste. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I have 15.9% repair skills and 16.8% repair skills as a mod. Now the chest piece, it is Murakami Industries. It is the brand set of 3-piece, so it's 20% skill duration, 15% repair skills, and 10% skill damage. Skill duration helps, repair skills is again essential on the build, and skill damage helps my oxidizer. Skill tier of 1, repair skills are 14.5%, skill haste are 9.3%, and the mod of 15.8% on repair skills. You can see I can get an extra 5% repair skills on here to make this build even more powerful. Unfortunately, I have modded this, or I've recalibrated this to put on Emphatic Resolve. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 10 seconds. So you are buffing your teammates. It repairs their total weapon and skill damage. If you're running with a DPSer, happy days. They will get an extra 15%. 15% weapon damage. And I say that's because this is skill tier 6 build. That will be continuously in overcharge. Yeah, guys, it really is that powerful. So any DPSer, this is what you want on the build. Also, if you run a skill build, you'll get an extra 15% skill damage. Also, 1 to 7% if it's you. So that's what you're going to get as well. And that extra little buff, which is for you. But this is all about your teammates. And the effectiveness is increased by your skill tier. I'm skill tier 6, baby. Overcharge, happy days. Now, the holster. The holster is Wyvernware, 10% skill damage. And look at that bad boy. 20% repair skills, god roll. 10.7% skill haste. Knee pads, Murakami Industries. Again, the second of the 3-piece. The skill tier is the core attribute, 20% repair skills, another god roll, and 10.5% skill haste. Onto the gloves, it is again the last piece of Murakami, so skill tier, repair skills are 16.3%, and we have skill haste at 10.3%. Now the Acosta's go bag, which is awesome. Unfortunately, my roll is pretty naff, pretty average. Wish it was better, but I've got skill haste, skill damage, and you need the mod repair skills of 16.6%. The talent 1 in hand, damaging an enemy with a grenade, grants +1 skill tier for 15 seconds. Overcharge if already at skill tier 6. I'm at skill tier 6 all day long, so yes, I will get overcharge. Now the good thing with this as well is the second talent is 2 in the bag. So you get an extra armor kit, which is handy, but you really won't need it on this build. Plus 3 grenades, which is awesome because you are continuously spamming grenades on this build. Some extra ammo because you are shooting feathers in all honesty. An extra 10% repair skills. That's great because that's going to buff my teammates even more. And this 10% is not reflected in the stats I'll show you shortly. And 10% state effects, which don't really do a lot for me, but it can do to many other builds. Weapons. Primary weapon is the MK16. It doesn't have to be this. It can be any weapon of your choice. I've opted for this because I have the talent Reformation. I prefer ARs, in my honest opinion. I'm an AR kind of guy, I always have been. So I've opted for the MK16. The Reformation headshots grant plus 30% skill repair for 8 seconds. 30%. Guys, get it on. Again, this is not reflected in the stat sheet. This is an awesome talent. And this is why my accuracy, my aim is shite. It is shocking because I'm continuously looking for headshots. Because I'm just going to get that extra repair. That's going to buff my teammates continuously. So that's why Reformation is an awesome talent on a healer build. Now the mods on the weapon is weapon handling. I've opted for the Technician Laser Pointer for the pulse. And 10 rounds and critical hit chance. My secondary weapon is the Surge. I use this in tandem with my primary because I do want some more skill damage as well. So with this is 15% rifle damage, decent critic damage, 8.5% magazine size, and perfect spike. Headshots grant plus 25% skill damage for 8 seconds. That's nice. That's awesome. Because that helps my oxidizer no end. It really does. In terms of the mods, accuracy, we have critical damage, reload speed, and critical hit chance. My sidearm is just the Maxim 9. Again, it's there for show. And it's because it has perfect spike. So it's just for show. It is what it is. Now let's take a look at the skills and what this build is all about. The first skill is the Oxidizer. I use this as a really good skill variant that will just wear the enemy down. It really does. It's a great skill to have. You could go for the Seeker Mines that does a lot of explosive damage. I have 0 on the build, but I do like this again because it's that kind of crowd control, because when enemies stay in this radius, they're going to get that continual Oxidizer damage. You know, so that's something that I would bear in mind. That corrosive gas will just wear them down. 110k per tick. So, and given the overcharge talent, that will just buff the radius, buff the damage and the duration. It works a treat on this build for me. But by all means, roll, guys, whatever you want to roll with. Me, I like the Oxidizer on this setup. In terms of the mods, it's simply damage and skill haste. And these are the best mods that I have. Now, the creme de la creme is the Hive Restorer, which has a refill speed of 2 seconds. I would like that a little bit lower. Charges of 36. My 13 meter range, duration of 60 seconds, 4.2 million health, 383k HP. And that's what you're going to get back if that tick is nice, isn't it? It's really, really nice. PP healing, 234,000. That's crazy. Skill tier 6, that's 20 repair charges. 120% healing, 120% range, and 420% health. And again, once we look at the overcharge number, it is 20% repair charges, 120% healing. The range is 175%, 420% health, some drone speed, and some extra skill haste. So this would be great for a drone. Unfortunately, I'm using the Hive. I get so much more value from the Hive. If you want to go double healing, then the drone would be your second option. Or an idea would be take a look at the survivalist specialization, where you can use the Seeker Mine, which offers the Mender Mine. Now, in terms of the mods, it is healing, it is repair charges, which you need to get an extra 4, which takes you to 36, and the health of 7.8%. These are, again, the best mods that I have on the build. Now, guys, this build is crazy. Again, you've seen the numbers. The stats, again, don't really say a lot because there's no real DPS or critic chance on the build. There's no point showing you. It doesn't show you any more in terms of the health or the healing, but I'll show you an example in terms of the radius and the heal that this provides. Now, let's just take a look at here. We'll go to a little bit of a damage self. One more. There you go. So now, guys, we're going to... there you go. That don't work. So let's just proc this. Now, firstly, we'll just look at the radius. So we'll look at this. There's the radius. You can see it's a really nice. It's skill tier 6. I get some extra radius. So that is nice to have on the build. It is really nice. So let's just pop one. See there's the 110k per tick. Now let's just throw a nade. Thank you very much. And then we'll just take a look at this. And you can see that is a whopping radius. It is crazy. 123.5k. And it's nice. Look at that nice radius as well. And that will just rinse through NPCs. It really will. So let's just throw another one. And let's look at the Hive Restorer. And that takes up a fair bit of room, guys, would you say? And again, that covers a whole team. Get that team in there. You are laughing. And they will be continuously healed whilst they're in there. It's great. It really, really is. I really love utilizing this setup because it's so powerful in PvE. It continuously buffs your teammates. And the refill speed, I wish it was a fraction better, but it isn't. Guys, you get some more skill haste in the build. You have a god build. But already, this is amazing. This build is crazy. Let me know what you think in the comment section as always. Woo here. If you enjoy the content, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And guys, I see you in the next one. Peace.